I'm not sure. Is your mom still with us?
My mom alive? Yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't.
That's a weird question to ask somebody, but keep going.
Wardell, why is Kelly so good at putback dunks?
Freak athlete, but.
Did you ever think you'd be this good?
Is that a real question? Of course. I mean, yeah. What you want me to say to that? Of course I did.
It's pretty impressive what you've been able to do.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He could have held up and tried to run the clock down to the final. When you were down 2.
Who would do that? Why would you ever do that? That is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. When you're down 2, right, you try to score.
I noticed you were checking your phone. Did Kevin Durant text you?
I'll talk to my wife.
Do you expect a text from him?
I expect to get on the plane, get ready to go home, go lay in my bed, get ready for Saturday.
What type of parental role has he played for you and your teammates, LeBron?
I don't know how to really answer that question. He's been a great leader for us. I have one father. That's my dad, Drederick Irving.
Aisha tweeted Dagger. How often do you guys talk after games? What's that relationship like after a big win like this?
It's my wife. We talk all the time. What you mean?
I mean, like, how late is she up? Well, yes, that's.
I hope she's the first person I call after games.
This is obviously a really tough loss. Devin, how frustrated are you for Chris right
now? Next question, please.
Shaq, let's just say that a snake bit your mom right up here, right in the chest area. Would you be willing to suck the venom out to win the title?
No, but I will with your wife.
Thank you, Shaq.
If you guys can't get out of this first round or can't get this series to tomorrow, how do you view the season overall?
Why you gotta be so negative? I didn't think about that. We went in tonight. I'm not thinking about that. Stupid ass question.
So you didn't kneel during the anthem, but you also didn't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. Do you believe that Black Lives Matter?
Absolutely. I believe that Black Lives Matter.
Jonathan Sharks, real GM. Do you think Harden is a max player?
No more questions for you, bro.
Can you guard them? Excuse me? Can you guys guard them as a team? No.
Chris, will the Clippers be back here Sunday playing the Game 7?
What? I'm on the team. What you want me to say? No, it's over. I mean, that's what you want to hear? Yes.
About 5 games, 5 blowouts. To us who don't really know the game, how do you explain that?
You're serious. You really think I can explain that? And they pay you, don't they? They pay
very little.
Why you didn't take that final shot?
I mean, 2 guys came up on me. I don't know if I could have got a shot off.
As competitors, would you like to see Manu one more year?
He's a great player. He had a great career. That's his decision. I don't know what to do with that.
For the Warriors to start 12-0 in the playoffs, how impressive is that to you?
Really impressive. Anybody else have a question that makes sense? And I'll be happy to answer it.
The ball's in your hands. If you're not that guy as much now, are you still, an elite great player like you are?
Of course.
Marcus Smart's returned to the game tonight. So did he make any impact on the game tonight?
Marcus Smart is a great player.
And how do you see yourself playing in the 90s?
In the 90s? I was born in 85. I don't know.
A couple of years ago, the Raptors surprisingly won the NBA championship. Then last season, you guys had to live with the expectations of being the defending champion.
What does that even mean?
No, it wasn't that way. I mean,
to make the playoffs, it gets harder and harder. So
somewhat deflating knowing that each of these games are must-win games at this point, or do you take a different approach?
What other approach would you take? You want to win all the games that you can.
Dumbass question.